opinions expressed in this podcast are of the persons who speak them. Hello there and welcome to episode number 25 of the Monday Pool Archives, being brought to you on a Tuesday for a change. And with me tonight, he's never joined me before, it's the Nemesis Nick Allen, captain of the Bridgewater on a Monday. How's it going, Nick?
Good, thank you.
Oh, that's great. So is pool actually going to start up in Chester now? Boris have said that everything's opening up on Monday.
Well, I haven't heard anything, so let's put it that way.
Okay, well we'll go.
And not every pub has opened yet, so I suppose all the workplace for people for permit to reopen.
Well, yeah. Since we can't be out playing a league match.
Bridgewater has been one of them.
I mean, I've introduced you as Bridgewater captain every time, but when the league starts, who knows? You might not be playing for them.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So yeah, since we can't be out and we can't be playing in a league match on a weeknight, we're gonna revisit the pool archives, and we're continuing from last time. Well, last time was a funny video, and I hope you enjoyed it. So we're back to normality, and it's part 2 of the Steve Smith Memorial Cup 2015 from the On Q Club. Do you recognise any of the chaps standing around the tables, Nick?
Ronnie's putting the balls out, and I think he's playing Simon.
I think you could be right there. So am I right that in the last episode we saw Alan Cavanagh beat Alistair Elliott 2-0. We saw Mike Jackson and Simon Popplewell draw 1 apiece, and we saw Charlie Roberts draw 1 apiece with Marcus Turner. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, and your game was about to start against Ronnie.
That was a different episode.
Oh, sorry.
I'll explain to the viewers we've not been recording these strictly in the order that they're becoming broadcasted. But I did beat Ronnie, and I drew with my dad, also in the league. So we've got 2 divisions. We've got Division 1 and we've got Division 2. And this is Division 1 matchup. Simon Popplewell's just broken off against Ron Wilson. How can you see this match going, Nicholas?
It could go either way.
Absolutely. Ronnie's started well, knocking a yellow into the middle. Is he going to run out of steam, or is he going to be alright for a while? He's got... can this long yellow go through?
Well, he's playing it, so he must be able to.
Lovely.
Yes.
Lovely shot.
Well, now he's in trouble.
Mr. Wilson.
Not really anything else on.
It's a thin cut, this. I think it's probably makeable, but he's not hit it thin enough. We've got 2 tables in view for this tournament. Nobody playing on the other table at the moment. Simon along red here. Do you back him to make this?
Alex Cabana in the background.
Nice view of Al. We can see him in full portrait view there. Around the table where presentations have been made and photos have been taken. For Hall of Fame inductees and winners of tournaments previously. Ronnie just missing a yellow. We see Ala Davis in another nice Liverpool kit to previously in the podcast, and he's playing Big Al Cavanagh over there on the other table. So I'll try and give you a bit of information about that. Of course we can't see it anywhere near as clearly as this front TV table. Do you think Ronnie will make this one, Nick?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Oh, he's missed. Simon missed a long one, and Ronnie's missed a long one now. He made a long one, but that's not even close, really, is it?
No.
And Simon's
had an easy starter.
Yeah, Simon put in a simple one there. As we
Red
see.
onto yellow and yellow onto red. Is he going to play? No. He's played safe.
Black Bull rules being played, if anyone confused. Generally, Black Bull rules are being played in these 25 episodes. Ronnie coming up and making sure that Simon won't be able to get anything in that pocket. Big Al on the other table. He's just put a ball over the pocket. Ronnie choosing to stand by the view of the camera, so we're missing a little bit over here.
He's going to go for a snooker.
This looks like it's not going to be a double, doesn't it? Yeah, good snooker from Ron. I think that might be the barman Steve Davis carrying drinks over, who we've also seen play in these episodes. Again, it's hard to see Simon's shots when Ronnie's standing there. This is quite slow now, but Ronnie, he didn't do much there, did he really? He's let Simon on with his red, which he's probably going to pot. Yeah, again, being distracted by Ronnie's stance, which is quite rare for Ronnie, isn't it, Nick? You don't normally see Ronnie stand in the way of the camera, do you?
No, he probably doesn't realise the camera's there.
I think it's probably the first time tournament, first couple of tournaments we did, as we see Simon make a nice double on his red. He's probably not used to the position of the cameras at the on-cue club. So, well, I'll stress that I'm the one who's placing the cameras. And
I take it Ronnie's drove himself to this place.
Yeah, Ronnie would have been driving 2015 and 2016, I understand. Just 2017, I think Chris started playing and they used to car share. I knew Chris Cotton from about 2015 maybe, because he was doing a gig round at the, playing some music, some old songs round at the British Legion in Little Sutton. Well, we played quite a lot of pool and we've got a fair bit filmed from the Little Sutton Legion.
But we haven't actually gone over that game, have we?
No, there's been no pool archives at the Sutton Legion. So all of a sudden opened up a little bit for Ronnie. He's got a long yellow. He's choosing just to play a long yellow. No, that's, well, it could have been more over the pocket.
But it doesn't matter because Simon's not got nothing easy to get on.
No, it's very safe from Ron there. I think he's playing a bit defensively, which is okay. He's got two balls which are some way off the rail, which aren't going to be easy. Ronnie's just going to knock his balls out here, isn't he? Maybe go for the long plant, do you think, into the top corner?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
It's not,
didn't go in.
not far off.
But Simon hasn't got anything easy to get on with.
Again, Ronnie has safety in mind, very good. The match between Aled and Big Al on the other table is a Division 2 match. Ron Wilson just drops in the yellow. Only 4 players in Division 1. Me, my dad, Andy and Mike Jackson, Simon and Ronnie Wilson.
Why is that?
The tournament the year before was a big round robin played at the Travellers' Rest in Little Sutton over 4 nights, and there was about 12 to 14 players that played in it. The league was split at the 6 player mark, so anyone in the top 6 qualified to play in the Division 1. Anyone below the top 6 would be playing in Division 2, because this was the first time Division 2 was played. 2 of the players in the top 6 were Cliff Hurst and Gary Maddox, and they weren't playing in this tournament. Simon came 6th and Big Al came 7th, and they were very close. Aled forced to play in the 2nd division because he didn't take part in that tournament. So yeah, pretty close. How Big Al was in the 2nd division and Simon in the 1st division, but makes it more interesting, I think. Although Big Al and Aled, not for the first time, unable to win the Steve Smith Memorial Cup, so they're playing for the plate. And Big Al already winner of the plate on at least one occasion. I myself had won the plate, I understand, as well. Ronnie, former Steve Smith Memorial Cup and 2-time plate champion, I understand. But Ronnie going for the main trophy in this one. Yeah, Nick, you can probably see a difference in Ron's quality between from 2014 to 15 to 2016 and 2017. So
he's playing a lot better than this.
So yeah, you probably well, he's probably not as good in this tournament as he was the previous year, but you probably see he's playing better stuff than he did in the year or two following. I think one time he was really struggling to make a plant, and he had about 4 or 5 goes at it. But you could see that the plant he played in this tournament, in this match, was very good effort for a plant. It was a much tougher plant, and it was very close. And he left it on for next time nicely. So still in this frame, and you see Big L play a plant and just leaving the ball over the pocket on the other table. He's got another shot. And he's missed a fairly straightforward red there. It looks like Ronnie's sort of missed that by some margin, actually. Right, so good player would be clearing these up, as you say.
Yep. And Simon can be hot and cold, so who knows?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Unfortunately, we're not going to see the end of that one. We're into the 2nd frame. Ronnie's just put a red over the pocket, probably not intentionally.
So we don't know what the score was after that.
Simon Popplewell won that frame. I don't know if he took out the finish, but he won the frame. And I understand this on the 1st frame on the other table, but I can't be sure. I think Big Al and Aled probably played a bit quicker than Ron and Simon do. Simon again he struggles sometimes in the middle. His cue action seems a bit sloppy at times, I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah.
So Ron has a chance to play a plant where the balls are together here, but it doesn't go because Simon's yellow's right by the 2nd ball in the plant. But he's sort of got a bit of control there. Big Al has a. I can't really see. He's tried to cut a red and he's missed it, and the white's gone in. So I think that might be the black over the table there. Although Alan's already won. Hang on. Yeah, Alan must have already won that frame. But I don't know if that was the 1st or the 2nd. I think that might have been the 1st. Judging by how they're racking them up again. Unless there's just not a game available and they're just going to have a knock. So this was before you would have been playing with us. We would have known you, Nick, from playing for the Cottage B and for probably the Cottage Bowl, but I don't think you would have been so friendly with us at this point, Nick, that you'd come down and play tournaments with us?
What you were trying to say, Andy?
Saying you're not a very nice person. I'm only joking. Saying you're not very friendly. No, it's because...
Probably because I didn't know anybody.
Well, I probably don't ask any Tom, Dick or Harry to come down and play tournaments with us. It tends to be the people that play in my team. I mean, I think all of these players played in the same team. Well, they can never be sure with Alid what he was actually doing. He sort of... I don't think he played a full season for us after about 2010. We can just see if Simon's going to cut this yellow into the middle. He's undercut it. Right, now they've broken off on the other table. There's a lot of chatting going on.
They're probably just practicing.
It's probably the case. I do have a result from that game, but I'm not going to tell you until I definitely know they've finished.
Big Al 2-0.
That wasn't the official result, but that's your estimation, right? You like a good question, don't you, Nick?
Yes.
So during my time over the years of playing pool from, well, in Ellesmere Port, I was playing pool from 2008 up until 2018, wasn't it? So in that 10 years, I came up with some ideas of pool, which is a bit different. I'm just telling Ron he's in the camera, away the camera now. This should be better. There we go. So what of these 4 ideas never actually happened? For instance, you can see we did a 1 pocket league. That did happen. Okay, so the 4 things are: firstly, as we see Simon just jar a yellow down the rail and leave Ronnie 2-1. Shield warm-up games. We did this thing called the Little Sutton Shield where Little Sutton took on the rest of Wirral. Was there such a thing as a Little Sutton team playing a different team before the tournament to warm them up? So that's number 1. Number 2, the Switchball Championships. Switchball is a game when every time you pot the black, the person who's on reds becomes on yellows, and the person who's on yellows becomes on reds. 3, play of the night matches. What we tend to do is have our Thursday team versus our Monday team, and judging by how well the players did on the team game, they would then form a seeded knockout tournament to which a player of the night was crowned at the end. And the final one is 2 or 3 player team matches that were pretty randomly either drawn or decided, and it would be a race to about 5 games consisting of singles matches and doubles matches.
I don't think that one would have happened.
So you're saying that the Shield warm-up games happened, the Switchball Championships happened, and the Play of the Night team matches did happen?
Yep.
Okay, right, well, stay tuned till the end and you'll get your answer. So Ronnie still has 4 reds on the table. Is he just going to punch that red in? Yes, nice red into the middle pocket. I think he can probably play this red now, which is by the black, because I don't think he's going to hit the black first. I think they'll hit at the same time at the very worst, but unfortunately he's hit the red too thick. So can Simon maybe... What would you be doing here, Nick? Would you be playing a long yellow down the cushion, or would you be trying to cross double it into the middle? Or even long double it into the far corner? What would you be doing? Or just playing safe?
Down, try to get down in the corner and get the white to go be able to get on the black.
You went for the cross double.
Oh, I think that was a mistake because you left Ronnie on.
Yeah, I think you probably would have left him on to some degree. No matter. I mean, if you leave distance between the cue ball, then you can make it difficult because that red is kind of over the pocket.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ronnie's maybe lost his position a little bit already there. I suppose you could have probably snookered Ronnie on the red which was over the pocket, but I don't think I would have played that. He's missed that and he's left Simon Corey, he couldn't have put the white with his hand in a better position for that yellow, could he, Nick?
No, definitely not.
They played a frame on the other table. The result was Alan Kavanagh and Alec Davis drawing 1 apiece. So we'll get you some league tables in a minute. Well, we'll see how this frame goes here, and then we'll give you some league tables. Right.
No, he's left Ronnie a chance
Just
here.
jarred that black. Yeah.
Not an easy chance, a difficult chance.
Yeah.
But a chance still.
Luckily for Simon, the black didn't stay over the pocket. It came out about a third of the way up to the middle pocket. That's a good angle for Ronnie if he can cut this red back and get on the black. Doesn't want to hit it too hard. Oh, he's missed it. And what's more, he's given Simon a big pocket here. Would you be just whacking this, Nick, and trying to get it in off the red, or would you just be playing it normally?
No, I wanted to see what happens.
I think I'd be playing it in off the red, intentionally. Well, what's he going to do? Unless he's played it slowly and drops it. Yeah, straight in. Good shot. Right, 2-0 to Simon Popplewell. Yeah, he did okay in the end there, didn't he, Nick? Simon?
Yes.
Well, Ronnie never let Ronnie a chance in to the point where he could get close of winning. I think Simon sort of considered his opponent and he's done enough to get through.
Definitely.
So yeah, firstly, if we look at the first division, well, that's two defeats for Ron Wilson, so he's currently bottom of the pile. Simon Popplewell is on a win and a draw, as am I. I'm also on a win and a draw. Mike Jackson is on 2 draws at the moment, so me and Simon currently top of the pile with my dad in 3rd place. The top 2 will play off in the final. And in Division 2, that result there, but 1-1, well, it leaves Aled and Al Kavanagh still with a good chance of getting promoted. Well, we'll also bring you a result. Charlie Roberts 2, Alistair Elliott 0. So Charlie has a win and a draw. Big Al has a win over Alistair and a draw, so he's up there with Charlie. Aled Davis. Now that's the first match Aled Davis has played. I thought I didn't recognise that Liverpool shirt in the last night. So he's there in 3rd place with Marcus Turner, who also has just a single draw to his name after the 1 match. And Alistair Elliott has played 2 games and lost them both. So Charlie and Big Al at the top, Marcus and Aled with 1 draw. I think I've gone to shake Simon's hand, but he kept moving or something. Okay, I'm not sure what I was doing there. Imitating some famous comedian's handshake, probably. So Charlie is playing on the other table against Alistair. In fact, I shouldn't have given you that result there. Right, Simon's broken off against me.
Yeah, he must have potted because he's still going.
He's got a red down. So yeah, Alistair. Bottom of the pile at the moment. Right, Simon's put in a red, but he's white. It's gone all the way. Is that careless or is that unlucky?
Careless. Definitely careless, because he should have thought about that.
I mean, he didn't need to be all the way down there, did he, for a red?
No,
There was no ball he was playing for.
Whoever this person is now playing yellow.
I've no idea who this guy is.
Who this guy is she clear?
White with blue and red super dry trim.
It's you, isn't it, Andy?
Unless you just missed her. I'm not giving you any clues, Nick. Right, I've just broken them up. That was what I tended to do when I first started off Black Ball rules. Just whack them, and if there wasn't much on,
What do you mean if there wasn't much on? There was a clear buzzer here.
Well, you've got to waste your first shot anyway, and if I felt I couldn't really do anything else on my first shot, I'd just break things up to put them all in possible positions.
Yeah, you had a yellow in the corner of the pocket before you did that.
Oh, I am yellows, aren't I? Yeah, I put the reds in nice positions, but I stand by my decision to not put a yellow in and just waste my first shot.
Table still because you're going reds here.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, I thought there'd be method behind the madness. Yeah, I think because Simon missed his first shot after the break, didn't he? In Black Ball, you don't automatically get the colour if you don't pot. You have to pot in the shot after the break. So yeah, I'd say that was a good shot, even if I say so myself, getting the reds into potable positions. And the finish is on. It's a bit tricky because you've got two reds in the middle, and I can't get anything else in that pocket I've just played it in. Right, it looks like I'm going to have to play some sort of plant or play the red off the red by the corner. Yeah, we'll wait and see what I do. But yeah, I think I'd play it off the red in the corner and just try and play it with slow enough pace that I can somehow just rest on the yellow and give myself a chance of being on another red. But I think oh, it did go, but I've missed it. I don't think that would have gone. Maybe it didn't go. Who knows? Yeah, I'm clearly not a good player in it because I didn't take out your finish.
No, we'll have to teach how to play ball.
Would do, yeah, yeah. Well, we've got Thursday.
Friday,
exactly. Yeah, we've arranged to play on Friday with Dave Dean. So yeah, after Dave Dean's beaten me, which is possibly going to be the case, you can give me some pointers after. We've got another clearance here. Would a good player be finishing these up?
Definitely.
Probably.
From what I remember, Simon, he wasn't the best at pool. The snooker he's probably better at snooker.
I mean, it's odd. I've probably played more snooker than pool in the last couple of years. What we're playing up in Leeds with my mate Marcus, and my snooker game is probably more impressive than the pool game at the moment. But snooker is a harder game. But then again, I've potted two there, but it's not really helped me. But yeah, it's a funny one, pool, because I think in some ways if you are a great snooker player you're guaranteed to be able to play pool, but in snooker you tend to take less you tend to not think that you've already potted balls in snooker before they're down. I think snooker you have to concentrate on every shot. In pool I think you can get very lazy and you think you're doing okay when you're really not. And I think sometimes people can play fast pool and it can rush you, especially in pool because you can miss a shot and you can lose a frame because of it. Hello, Mike Jackson. Well, you stumbled upon me and Simon Popplewell playing in the Steve Smith Memorial Cup 2015.
Right.
So you joined us in the last episode, and we saw you play Simon and draw 1-1. So no doubt you'll be on after this frame of mine.
Alright.
Currently mid-table with just having played. We're up to.
Oh, I think someone might be sleeping here. Yes, he is.
Ooh. You've had two draws with Simon and a draw with me. So you're on 2 points at the moment.
And I think you've just given 2 shots away, haven't you?
Right, well, good play would be clearing them up here. Would you say so, Dad? That's a right
Couple of
shot.
awkward one, but yeah, has he got 2 shots?
I'll be pretty confident of clearing up here.
Yeah, that's nicely done. Just a bit straight on the corner one.
Yeah, if that long one goes, it goes. If it's over the bag, then it's just as good.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Needs to bounce. In the middle.
Yeah, just drop it. Maybe do something with the black here, because the black's the worst ball, isn't it, really? You can probably knock the black out on this shot.
So I want to try to put all these balls down here first, and then go on yellow last, and then try and play it yellow onto, you put the yellow wide and also not the black in at the same time. But can't do it now, can you?
It's a bit too thin on that one.
Is that a good way of playing? Put all the balls on one side of the table down first, and then move to the other side.
So it's a good white.
He's snooked again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's decided he's gonna try and fudge me up. I probably won't get out of this knowing me.
I don't know why you don't think that.
Oh, good shot. You haven't left anything.
Yeah, Simon's.
Well, maybe you have.
Well, it's no easier than the chance he had before.
Ooh,
Especially when he
goodness.
puts 2 in one go like that.
I don't think he wanted to then.
No, it's the second time. He did that against Ronnie. We just saw him do that against Ronnie. He's done it against me. But if he can do something with these balls here.
Be a good shot to get on the black.
Got to come up and down. He's put it over the pocket. But yeah, it's safe as houses.
Pretty good.
That's a good shot.
It's better there than potting it.
So, a fun fact, did you know that there's no such thing as pear cider? It's actually called Perry.
It's called Perry, yeah.
Yeah, very good.
That's not bad.
Oh, is that me? Oh, right, gosh, yeah. He's got a
You
chance
don't
of
want to
doing
leave it.
this.
You needed to get the black reasonably safe if you weren't going to pot it.
Oh, he's coming back. Oh, that's very
It's
good.
pretty good. Not guaranteed though.
No, it's not a gimme, but I'd probably say make this about half the time. See, I'm still playing some shots, and I don't think I've seen him pot one yet. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh, and he's left it.
Right, so cut this in, white into the middle. No, just nice, no, easy.
Yeah, very good.
Okay. Back him up for frame number 2.
So that's 1-0.
1-0, yes. You still see Charlie and Alistair playing on the other table. So you haven't heard anything, Nick, about the pool league being started up in Chester at all?
No.
Matt Barnes hasn't got back to you and said, right, well, we've considered the risks and this is how we're going to do it?
I suppose he's waiting to find out if all the pubs are going to reopen and if they all have teams or not.
Well, the Cottage hasn't got a table now. Number 15 hasn't got a table.
I don't know what's happening with the Bridgewater.
That's Craig.
Yeah. Yelling.
I suppose the teams whose pubs have got rid of their table, they've got to find somewhere else to play from, haven't they?
Well, the Cross Foxes have only got one table downstairs now as well. So.
And yet they were supposed to have 4 teams for this season coming up.
Well, yeah, I don't know if they want to play upstairs.
They'll have to, aren't they? Because they can't play on one table.
Okay, all right.
Because they know we have 2 at home and 2 away, don't they?
Well, Matt's still trying to get all the league fees back from the teams that aren't going to be put in. So,
Yes.
probably wants that money back first. Okay. Oh, yeah, managed to cut that yellow in the middle and lose position at the same time. They're not all there, though.
No, we're patient.
Actually, yeah, I can cut that yellow into the corner, but it's just that yellow tied up by the red, which I can't make. Oh, actually,
You screw into it.
yeah, I can actually screw into this. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, they're open
Ooh,
now.
now.
So
Let's have to leave yourself a double. I don't know.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, if I just drop this in, I'm sure I could use a red as a stopper and play the double. Have to, I think, put a lot of screw back on it. Well, I'll take that. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly the shot I'm playing.
I think that's safe than trying to cut it in because you're unlikely to get.
Oh, the thin cut. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Unlikely to get on the
I
black.
haven't thought about the thin cut yet, but I don't know. I think if I do double it, I'm
Well,
more
yeah.
than likely going to be snookered.
And if you get the pace right, you'll leave it over the bag if you miss it.
I'm sure I'm not thinking about that.
Ooh, no
Yeah,
problem.
I've potted it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I did call it. Yeah. I don't think I would have played them any different 5 years on. In all fairness.
Yeah, just need to hold the white a bit.
Right, so now it's a chance for a fluke to try and get this. I've hit it. But
Hit
it's
it,
not
that's the
going.
main thing. Well, this is a good chance.
Well, I've already got a dish against Simon. I think I was hoping for another one. Not from my break this time. So just
Good open frame.
there's only 4 of us in this group, in this division. Me, you, Simon, Ronnie. So would a good player clear these up, Nick? Yeah, we've never said that before, but
Difficult to know whether that one by the black goes.
It doesn't
Probably
know.
doesn't know.
get close to his work there. Lengthways double has just missed. What's Big Al drinking there? Some sort of fermented vegetable drink, I think. If you're listening, Big Al, I hope you got your internet sorted out.
Yeah.
I just
That's not bad.
was I trying to double it lengthways back off Simon's red into the corner or something crazy.
Is this in the open?
If I was, if Simon had done what I did to him, I would have expected to if I was Simon, I'd have expected to finish these for sure. That's a wild white.
Real hand.
Right, we've got Marcus Turner up on the other table now. So that's 2, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll take the top position in the league. He's actually shaking my hand this time rather than moving out the way like he was last time. So, yeah, Dad, you're up.
Here comes trouble.
So you can probably shudder a guess who your opponent is. It's neither you. Well, you've played me and Simon, so it's only one person, isn't it?
It must be Ronnie.
Ronnie's back on. In fact, we're treated to all the Division 1 games on this table tonight. What's Ronnie saying to you there? He's saying, do you remember the time I beat you 6-0?
He's saying you're rubbish.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna wipe the floor with you.
That's an intimidating chat from Ronnie. Do you remember him doing that to you, Nick? Talking down to you before the match?
No, because he to respect me too much, probably.
Saying, go easy on me, I'm an old man.
Probably, yeah.
I'm a wily old man.
Well, he's a win here and he can still make the top 2, I think. I think that will put him on... Or is he on 2 losses already? I think he's on 2 losses, so I don't think... But what he can do is probably knock you out the top 2, Dad. Because Simon got the win over Ronnie. I think it's just 3 for a win and 1 for a draw rather than 5 for a win and 2 for a draw, which was done a year later. Right, so it could be bad news for you here, Dad, if Ron can just finish these up.
That's to be a good clearance from there.
He's thinking about this one now. So do you think Ronnie will be putting his mistakes against Simon right, Nick, in this one?
Who knows?
He started off
does
well.
he remembers it.
Well, I've seen. Well, I don't know if he'll put his mistakes right. Well, I know.
We haven't seen him say 2 to me yet, have we? Or 2 to you?
I bet it might happen. Yeah, it usually happens once a night.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, he's got control there. Providing he can make the plants when he needs to. Right, so on the other table we have Marcus. We'll call him Iron Man, or Simon used to call him Iron Man anyways. Yeah, good shot, Dad. We've got this yellow in the middle, probably. Marcus Turner playing Alan Cavanagh on the other table.
That should be turned out to the big guy.
Solid Davis. Okay, yeah, just dropping them in. Let's see if Dad can clear up here. When he's standing there very patiently. And we wish him all the best, Ronnie, if you're listening to recovery.
What am I going to do now? Well, I'm going for a combination of like thin cut, not the red in.
Well, let's give him Ronnie half a chance.
If I
here.
didn't know better, I'd say that I'd knocked that red in deliberately.
What did that happen, did it?
Well, I've cleared the pocket.
Oh, yeah, you've cleared the book. Oh, Ronnie's right.
Ronnie's
I see
covered it again.
Ronnie's
Well, he's going to have to,
got easy 3 ball
knock it
plants.
in then.
Oh, he's got 2. Ah. Well, yeah, if you can knock Ronnie's ball in and doesn't capitalise from it, you've got that pocket free now.
Could have done a skill shot, you red and yellow in.
That's nice, actually. I feel he might snooker himself here, though. No, but he's left himself he didn't have it. enough angle there. He's left a long red.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball, does he?
See, I mean, I don't see. Well, let's see if he can make it. That's a lovely shot.
Yeah,
That's a
well
great
done.
shot from Ronnie. Right, this was a fantastic clearance from Ron Wilson.
Well, yeah, this is easier than the red.
Just a bit hampered by the cushion. And this one at the Grosvenor like this. Stabs it, he's missed it by some way, yeah. So these aren't easy. I mean, it depends how you're playing and what the pressure's like.
You put 2 and then play safe with the last one, set up the last one.
Right, well, yeah. You called it.
Go for the clearance. Go for the clearance.
I think you were going for the
I
clearance.
was going for the clearance.
I mean, it's different playing 2-frame pool to 1-frame pool. Well, a bit more attacking, I suppose. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Should have made sure of the first yellow and played safe off the second yellow.
but
There you go.
but in effect, I think the top 3 actually go into a playoff, so you're not under much pressure really. The top 2 will play 3, and then the winner will play the first player. So you're not in any pressure. You're going to go through no matter what. You might just not win the group if you don't win the match.
Oh, I can't win the match now, can I? Can only tie.
Yeah. I'm sure a draw will be more than adequate for you. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Alan Davis and Marcus Turner playing on the other table. So I don't know if there's been any black spotted on that one. But I think a win for either of them will put them in a very good position.
Ooh, that's nice.
Top 2 to get promoted from that group, from that division. So is he potted off the break, Dave?
Yeah, the red
Yeah.
fell in the middle pocket, although he's not done a lot really.
Oh, he's
Nicely
cutting a
done.
nice red. So yeah, can Ronnie record a win and a lot of pride with a win here, Nick? Do you think?
Yes.
He's looking good.
Get close to his work here. Oh, nice double!
Ooh, very
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
He's got that yellow on the cushion as well.
Yeah, nice thin red.
Can't slip out.
Unless he swerves the white here, you're not gonna be putting that red over the corner. But yeah, Dad, you probably didn't see Ronnie play a lot in 2018-19,
No.
but you did see him play around this time, and you saw him play 4 or 5 years earlier in this as well, didn't you?
Ooh, possibly, yeah.
So can you see probably a decline in Ronnie's pool playing over the years?
Well, certainly in this one he looks very good, doesn't he? He's queuing pretty well.
Well, yeah, I will draw the 6-0 that Ronnie got over you in 2010. I will bring
Oh
that to
my
your
goodness.
attention.
Mhm.
So yeah, well, I'm sure you can find some videos of Ronnie playing even hotter pool than what he's doing today, which is very good up to now. So yeah, Nick, thank your lucky stars you didn't play Ron 4 or 5 years earlier. You wouldn't have had a chance.
Yeah, whatever.
I think Ronnie beat me in the first. Well, he beat me in the first singles league match I played against him in 2009. I think it was 6-4. and he continued to get the better of me. Beat me 3-0 in the first Steve Smith Memorial Cup for 5 years. Not the only person to beat me 3-0 in a final of the Steve Smith Memorial Cup,
Yeah.
I'll add as well. Talking about present company here. Right, Dad, can you...
Let's see what we can do with this. I think not a lot to go on. Just going to play safe.
Well, it's there for later, sort of.
Yeah, I need to set them up because the Reds are out of commission at the moment.
Yeah, Ronnie's looking in a bit of control. I think you've managed to snooker him as well. Well, you've certainly not left him anything, have you? I think he wants this one for pride, doesn't he, after losing his others 2-0. Right. He's taking his time on this. Always missed it and nearly put your yellow.
That's more like it. So,
break these up in the bottom left here on your first shot, don't you?
so we're on world rules here, are we?
Black ball.
We're in Black Ball.
This is probably when you were quite new to Black Ball. 2015. I think they played in the Port League from about 2016, probably. Ooh, are you going to play this off the 2 balls at the bottom? You're just trying to get a bit of control, aren't you? Yeah, nice cut. Very nice. You see Marcus and Aled battle it out on the other table. Yeah, good yellow. Is this going into the pocket to try and cover it?
I don't think I'm going to take that one.
Oh, yeah. Sure, you can make a nice red, yellow. No, you're not fancy. No. Well, I think Ronnie can still pot that one, which is by your 3 yellows. But whether he'd probably just put it more over the bag.
Yeah, it was a bit of a poor queuing. Oh no, I've left a chance here.
Well, he can probably get this down the rail, but what's he going to do with the other one? Lovely.
Problem is, if he takes the one on the cushion, he's not going to get on the other one.
You can see him trying to put it over the pocket and pot it by mistake. Yeah. This is, well. Yeah, it's. You can either double it back over into the same pocket or try and just hit it into the open space. But with a form, he's probably going to knock your yellow into the middle again and make a good go of it. In relation to the quiz question of tonight, do you remember any warm-up games, Dad, for the Shield that we did? Little Sutton Shield, do you remember warm-up games for the Little Sutton team?
Not really.
Do you remember playing switchball, where when the black is potted, the person who's reds becomes yellows and the person who's yellows becomes reds?
Oh, I'm sure I've never played that.
Do you think that game exists in professional terms? Do you ever remember playing singles and doubles in teams of 2 or 3?
I remember playing. Yeah, I remember playing the three-man league. Yeah.
Well, the 3-man league and the Osmere Port League happened.
Yeah.
And that was just singles, wasn't it? And then in the John O'Brien, wasn't it, singles and doubles?
I'm not sure I played in that.
And Challenge Cup, wasn't it? Yeah, in the Osmere Port League, the Challenge Cup was. I think each player could play 1 singles and 1 doubles. And it was first to 5, I think 9 matches in total. But yeah, yeah, and the quiz question are asking if I ever organise anything like that. Ooh. Right, this is looking better.
Yeah, surprised I didn't take the yellow nearest the red earlier on. I didn't like this really. Have to play another snooker.
Do you remember matches between a Tuesday team and a Thursday team, or Monday team and a Thursday team?
No.
I don't remember those, right. I think he's got out of this.
Oh, yes. But he's locked himself in a bit of a problem there.
So you're gonna... Oh, you're cutting it back in. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Poor attempt then, which I suppose
I think
is
you've
Well,
covered the back
shot to nothing really.
with white as well.
Does that red go past that yellow?
Don't look like it. Could make it awkward though if he rolls up to it.
See if he can try and force it through. Oh, he's gone for it. It's a shame he hasn't got another shot. That'd have been perfect.
If I don't clear up here, I'll be very disappointed.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed as well, because it seems like I've never recorded you when you've had when you had your best games.
Oh my goodness.
Well, at least it's
Oh,
right.
Get him off.
right. See if Ronnie can play in a tough long red now and manage to hold the white or bring it off a few cushions for the black in the opposite corner pocket.
Take it, that didn't go in.
You can tell by his stance, can't you? Right, this must be it.
Ronnie, get out the way. Can't see.
I've already told him about this one. At least we can see half of the table. The half that
See the
matters.
white going in the middle pocket.
Yes,
Well,
come on nicely.
yeah.
Just like Ronnie was in the last one, you're hampered by the cushion. Right, we can see where the black's going anyway. Yeah, it's gone in. Good shot.
Right, on that note, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, probably best because you're on again, and it doesn't make for good reading, if I'm honest with you.
Oh, right. I shall, while I'm on
It's-
a high, I shall leave
Well,
you to it.
let's put it this way: you play Simon in the second, third place playoff match.
Okay. Right,
So-
enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Spoiler alert,
See
but
you
thanks, Dad. That's if we've got time for it. 16 minutes, yeah. I think we're going to see the playoff match, second, the third in the group. So, yeah, talk us through that match that we just saw, Nick.
It was okay match. It wasn't the best standard I've ever seen played.
Yeah, I think Ronnie probably played better in that one than he did against me or Simon. I think to get the draw, I think he worked for that.
Probably.
So, in terms of the final league table, that draw has left me top of the league with my 2 wins and a draw. My dad, a win. Oh, sorry, my dad was actually 3 draws. So, Dad coming in 3rd place. Simon with a win and a draw is in 2nd place. So that means that Simon in 2nd will play my dad in 3rd, and the winner will play me in the final. Do you think that's a fair reflection of the standings on the group in terms of this tournament?
Probably yes.
My dad, winner of the Steve Smith Memorial Cup for the last 2 years, and trying to win it for 3 times in a row, which hadn't been done. So, but if you go back to the episodes, you'll certainly not think it normal for Mike Jackson to be coming third in this league. So we've got Simon to break off first, I think. Just conversing with Big L. I believe it's the top 2 of the 5 players will just get promoted. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say there's probably a first v second playoff in the second division. Yeah, we'll go with that. We might even have a third and fourth player going for something. Well, anyway, we'll get to Division 2, which is pretty complicated. Right, good pot from Dad into the corner when we come to it. In the next episode, we've got one more episode, which will conclude Division 2. As we see Aled Isham 1-0 up against Marcus Turner on the other table. And someone's playing on the table behind that, gosh. Can you make anything out there? I don't know who they are. They're not with us. You don't seem to see many shots on the other table, Nick. Would you agree? Many good shots.
Well, it's not exactly easy to watch, is it?
No, even, you're on an even smaller picture than what I've got. And yours is quite jittery as well. Right, Simon's potted 2 in one shot again for the 3rd time.
He's a lucky git.
Against a 3rd different opponent tonight, he's potted 2 shots in one go. That's a quiz question. Who potted 2 balls in one shot against every single player at the Steve Smith in his group at the Steve Smith World Cup 2015? Simon Popplewell. Okay, he's dropped that over the pocket. Right. So the black's tied up, but would you just be trying to dispose off your yellows here, Nick, or would you be thinking safety?
Probably safety.
Well, I'd be potting the yellows. I'm even thinking if I drop this one in, I could probably break the reds and the black up with my next shot. It's just a miss hit really from Dad there. Going up onto the top cushion. Simon using his cue as sort of a measuring stick there, which is against the rules. No, he's not really. He's not put it on the table. Yeah, he's just knocking the red in, coming down. He's got 2 reds here. Probably screw back. Would you screw back here, Nick?
Probably yes.
He just stabbed it in. He's got the red into the opposite, into the other top pocket. Do you see Big Al break off on the other table against Charlie Roberts in their league match? Yeah, Simon's cut a nice red in there, in good position, knocking the red over the pocket. If he drops this in, he's got a chance, hasn't he?
Definitely.
This is very good pull from Simon Popplewell. It's not going to be easy, but if he can somehow break the black up from the other red on that, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Should be game over now.
Drop this red in and then the black into the
middle
for a great finish. Probably the best finish we'll have seen tonight. After I came short against Simon on my attempt for clearance. Miss a red though, so he doesn't get that accolade. But yeah, this is good pull from Simon, and it's understanding how my dad, who's I'd say never has a particularly, very bad night or a very bad game. You're always reasonably steady, and for him to have not gone through convincingly to this knockout stage, the standard of opposition has been reasonably good. Right, so if he can just stun this, screw back this yellow into the middle, leave the yellow into the same pocket. He'll have to probably screw back or come around the angles though, because Simon's blocked that bottom corner pocket, and there's no way my dad's going to play a still shot. I think he was having to force it a bit, but then again it's Simon putting a ball over the pocket, which made it 10 times harder for my dad there at least. Right, do you put the black into the red here, Nick? And then just not the black
I won't,
in?
I don't think Simon will.
You miss it and you've still got a chance. It's alright if the black goes in, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they both go in together, that's alright, yeah. That's how you do it.
It's Thursday, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah. No, hang on. He's put the black into the red, not the other way around. If you play the red into the black and the black goes in without the red, you lose. But if you play the black into the red on a free shot and the black goes in as well, you win. Yeah. So 1-0 to Simon Popplewell. The Dragon, Simon Popplewell. One frame away from booking his place in the final. I might add, if it goes to a 1-1 draw, there will be a black ball shootout. And nobody's a fan of penalty shootouts, are they, Nick?
No.
So you think Simon will be wanting to finish it in this frame?
Definitely, definitely.
Can he do it? I mean, my dad is breaking off. The King of Pool, Mike Jackson, is breaking off in this one. And probably the break, not my dad's strongest point, but he has dished people in the past. Once I can remember in an Ellesmere Port league match, and I've never broken dished in a league match myself for a team. Right, but something has gone down, and he's got a chance here of finishing them. Would you be taking reds or yellows here?
Probably yellows.
I mean, that was a shot. If he'd have made that in, it would have really opened up for him. But Simon actually has a chance of getting a few balls down himself now. He's got that confidence. I mean, the pressure's on Mike. At least he's guaranteed the black ball shootout. He's going to just drop this. If he can drop this yellow in and break up the yellow which is down by the red, yeah. I don't know if he did that by accident or design, but it's worked. He's going to, again, play the easiest shot pot on the table along yellow. Yeah, he's done it. He's kept the white up and he's got position. Yeah, it's a bit sloppy, but he keeps giving himself an alright shot along yellow down past the black here. And could he get a bit of luck with the white? He did. I mean, that's a great white for that last yellow. Shame it didn't go in, but he's sort of stopped the black from going in. He stopped my dad from playing any of those reds down the bottom cushion. Oh, and he's knocked Simon's yellow in there, so 2 shots. Again, it wasn't a particularly bad shot. He didn't miss the red, and very unfortunate to knock Simon's yellow in. And it's probably as bad a game you'll see my dad play, but Simon still has to work for it. So Charlie Roberts showed a bit of pedigree, didn't he, Nick? He got the 1-1 draw against Marcus, which is something considering we'd never seen him play before, and only really had a game of pull down his local boozer Madison's on a Friday night. He's never played in a league match, but he seems to be giving Alan a bit of trouble, doesn't he? I mean, Alan's certainly not getting ahead very much in this one. Still a lot of balls left on the table. Looks like Charlie's potting a couple. Okay, so Simon's knocked the yellow down into a... I mean, if this goes, Nick, and he keeps position, he's won this. He just pulled this back. Yeah, powered it in. It's not good position, but...
No, it's no good to self on the last yellow.
I mean, Simon's cue action, leaves a bit to be desired, but when he's potting well, he's powering them in, he's doing enough to get by. And seems to know how to make problems for Mike Jackson. He's come off the cushion, he's hit the black, and he's just kept the black up. My goodness. But he had his heart in his mouth there. What would you have said if one of your teammates played that shot?
And go mental.
Cool. They're so close to ending the match there. He's gone for it, fair play, but it's just so unlucky how he not the black over the pocket, but his yellow doesn't go. He's now got a tough shot just to make sure he doesn't pot the black here, especially if that's frozen on the cushion, because he can't just double kiss it. He'll have to play it so thinly and just try not to skim the black in, and he can't even go off the other cushion. Right, unless he can somehow whack it. Oh yeah, that's a very good shot, isn't it? Yeah,
That's lucky.
I didn't know he could do that. We could actually whack it without missing the black, get the yellow around and out of the corner. I think he's approached that well. I mean, when you hit it harder, it's less likely to roll off. As we see my dad put another white in the middle. Again, he's
not thinking about it.
Well, I wouldn't say. I always take a look from two sides of the table. I started doing that several years ago to try and always think where the white's going, but he was probably thinking the white would go in and break up one of his balls, or it did kind of get through quite a bit of traffic to actually make it through to the middle. So Simon, yeah, he's done well to get the win there. Saying my dad wasn't awful. It just went Simon's way, and Simon will play Andy Jackson in the final. As we see Big Al still struggling against Charlie Roberts on the other table. And what we'll do, we'll give you the result of that one next time. And as we see Dad put some balls, we have the final in next week's episode, as well as the conclusion of Division 1. Yeah, so you're looking forward to it, Nick?
I am.
Okay, so a guess as to who will win? Myself, Andy Jackson, or Simon Popplewell?
Yourself.
Okay, we'll have to tune in and see next week. Right, so the quiz question: was there Shield warm-up games? You thought there was, and yes there was. Before the Little Sutton Shield, I remember one time Cliff and Gary Maddox came up with the rest of World team that the Little Sutton team had a practice against, and also the likes of Nathan Bolton would be involved in a warm-up game, unless that was an actual Shield. But yeah, there's probably one other warm-up game at least. The Cross Foxes was a typical venue for the Shield warm-up games. The Player of the Night team matches, you thought that did happen, and it did. The number 15 team played a Travellers Rest team, and then the players ended up having a knockout at the end. We can probably talk about those in another episode. I think at one time, a number 15 Thursday team, number 16 maybe played 2015's the Monday team, my Monday team. So I can't remember whether I played for my Thursday team or my Monday team in that match, but yeah, that happened. Did we have 2 or 3 player team matches in one night? You thought we didn't, but we did, Nick. You're wrong. Because I've kept some old scorecards of when I used to do this. When we first started playing in the Little Sutton Legion around 2008, 2009, we'd have say Jack Kavanagh, James Calhan, Aled Davis, me, Big Al. We'd have a 2 versus 3, and we'd had a mixture of singles and doubles, and we'd play probably first to 5 or whatever. So for someone who's saying we don't play enough doubles, we did in that tournament. So are you pleasantly surprised by that, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the Switchball Championships, do you still think that happened? When you pot the black, you change colours. If you are on the black and the other player pots the black, then they become on the black and they have to effectively pot the black twice to win. That's how Switchball works. But did we play any sort of championships of Switchball, or was it just me and Al having a game for a laugh down the local boozer?
Oh, you and Al just have a laugh down the boozer.
It was, Nick. Do you think that's a game you'd like to try?
Yes, that would be interesting.
Maybe we could have a knock of that on Thursday.
Friday.
On that bombshell, we'll catch you next time, folks, on it's not Monday tonight, but the Pool Archives. And thank you to my ever-correcting guest, my second in command on the podcast, the fabulous Nicholas Alanus. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Andy.
We'll see you next time, folks.